know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
Away team foul. McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. No luck on that one. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Out to the right wing. Doc passes to Blackman. He can't hit that time. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Duncan. Here's Blackman. Still without a bucket. Wilson grabs the board. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Torres. No one near him. And the jumper is good. Wilson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Blackman. The shot. Misses the jumper. Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. There's a screen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
All right, this is coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Breakers S2.
And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
.114 left to play in the first half of basketball. The 3. And it's McLaughlin with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the middle. Here's Wilson.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Got only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Blackman. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance. Blackman's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Torres. Offensive rebound. Clock at 6. Uses the glass on the layup.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so that's the end of the first half. Up by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the visiting team.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Shooting 40% from the field in this one. Pass to Duncan. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Pass to Blackman. 5 to shoot. Here's Duncan. The 3 hits the trifecta. Duncan's got 11.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to McLaughlin. Down low, driving to the basket, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Now that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Duncan. 11 points in the game. To the inside. It's intercepted. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back to you.
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Money from 17 feet out.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's Doc. No points yet. And a miss there on the triple.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Driving in. Duncan. Pass to Blackman for 3. That shot, no good. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Wilson. To the paint. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Offensive rebound.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Home team foul. Number 5.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court. Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Torres. And he dunks it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Knocks it loose. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Blackman. 6 on the shot clock. And no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Torres. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Over to the left wing. To snap the cold streak. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Josh Richardson, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Now, Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, BA. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Richardson with it. Inside. Doc gets the bucket. Doc's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Payton against Richardson. Payton passes to Queen. On the wing, Payton. Just 5 to shoot. Over Richardson. Misses off the right iron. Shooting 37% from the floor at this point. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Bridges misses. Shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Pass to Payton. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Now here's Richardson. Bridges, a screen on Payton. Richardson for 3. Pass to Queen. On the wing, Payton. That shot off the mark. Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Bridges misses.
He's got to be mad at himself. He won't get a better look than that.
To stop the drought. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Richardson against Payton. Outside Jones. Here's Doc. And it's McLaughlin with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Richardson against Payton. Count it.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Now here's Gibson. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got rebound number 7 tonight. 1:44 left to play in the fourth. Bridges outside. On the wing, Jones. Fires for 3. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Jones.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. .107 left in the fourth quarter here. The putback.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. Here's Duncan. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. They set the screen. The steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. From 7, good work there as it goes. 45. There's 18 seconds left in the game. again on the road. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, I like it.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.
And there's the monster. Right, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard.
makeshift starting lineups, this is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression. Here we go.
Here's the captain. Russell, a screen on Holiday. That three off the mark.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the monster, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's Simpson. To the inside. Here's A-Train, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now, here is Russell. Pass to the captain. Here's the monster. Russell inside. Misses the layup. Here's Simpson. It's good from long range. Simpson's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
He takes it in.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He's guarded by Russell. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Russell passes to the captain. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
Here's Simpson. He's got 6. Pass to A-Train. From downtown, Barnes grabs the miss. Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's the monster. Barnes with it. Lets it go from deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's A-Train. Out to the right wing. Here's the screen. From deep. Second chance shot.
2 minutes remaining.
Takes it off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to the monster. Here's the captain. Here's Russell with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
.127 left in the first quarter of the game. Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. A putback, and it's Barnes on the follow. And it's a tie ball game.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
He's guarded by Russell. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's A-Train. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell passes to the captain. Back to Russell. Barnes outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Simpson. 6 points for him. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Pass to the captain. Right wing, launches it. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Simpson. Here's A-Train. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And here's a nice one-handed slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Pass to Simpson. Three-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss. Simpson's gone just 2 for 8 from the feet. Right there at 25%. Barnes right side. Covered by Barnes. Down low. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Simpson. 6 points for him. It's the teardrop. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to the captain. Good on the triple. The captain's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Simpson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Simpson's got 9.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's the captain. 5 points in the game. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game, as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, well, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, Greg, that just happened.
minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the captain. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
1:07 left here in the second. Pass to Simpson. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's the monster. Here's the captain. 5 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Simpson. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the 2 guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise with the ball movement.
Like a well-oiled diesel machine.
This from the man who averaged more turnovers than assists in his career. Enough said.
No, that's not true.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done, his team.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Shooting 43% for the game. We've got the monster. Russell is out there with Barnes. And there's the captain. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. From the arc. That shot is off. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. To the left side wing. Outside, Russell. Barnes sets a screen for Russell. Barnes. A-Train pulls it in. A-Train's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simpson. Offline with his 3. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
So that could change right here. Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Launches from deep. Barnes grabs the miss.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Right side, Russell. Barnes outside. For the lead. Knocks down the 3-ball. He has 6.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From deep, Simpson with the bucket. Simpson's got 14 points.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to the captain. Barnes outside. Banked in off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Holiday. Here's Simpson. Cranes the three-pointer.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Russell passes to the monster. Outside, Russell takes the 3. He can't hit that time.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Simpson. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Simpson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Pass to Barnes. Guarded by Holiday. To the wing right side. Russell with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Simpson, no good. Gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
Well, he's been lights out from the 3 all night. Perfect time to call a timeout and try to stop the bleeding.
Change it up. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season.
Both really good defensively last season, and that showed up in those steals numbers.
And so here's the home team. They trail by 1. Clock at 6. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion. You had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Barnes hits them both. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simpson. He's got 20. And Barnes sends it back. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off target from 3-point range. Out to Russell. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Russell. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Simpson. They set the screen. Clock at 4. A-Train. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. A-Train's got 6 points.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Simpson. Pass the Magician. That's the free fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game. Gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's the captain. He has 5. Here's Barnes. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Barnes has got 8 points in the quarter.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They lead by a bucket. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Comes up empty down low. From the field, 44%, not bad. Inside, stripped it away. Here's the captain, out to Russell. Pass to the captain. 5 to shoot. There's Russell with the 3. A-Train pulls it in. A-Train's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Holiday, the pass to A-Train. And it's sent back by Russell. Pass to the captain. Russell feeling it out a bit. Barnes outside. Pulls up on the elbow. Simpson with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Pass to Holiday. Up and in on the layup. It's all knotted up.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's the captain, Barnes, right side. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Simpson. They set the pick. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter. A moment for an injury report.
He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury, but the bright spot, guys, has been given the green light to play through it.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Well, you hate to see that. Let's hope the prognosis isn't as bad as it looks right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie horse on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team, and Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control, play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's the monster. The kick out to Barnes. Jumper is off.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Now Holidays. Here's A-Train, covered by Barnes. Just 2 to shoot. Barnes rips down the rebound. Gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And stolen by Barnes. Here's the monster, and there's the turnover. That's going out of bounds.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. From outside, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
A steal. Fast break, here we go. Got it to go off the glass.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's Simpson. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks down. This situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Being a respectable 47% for the field in this one. Here's Barnes. And it's off.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Oh, the slam dunk.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A three-pointer. Good.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Here's Simpson. And they come back with a three of their own.
Give them credit.